Hey everybody, welcome to Little John's Yarn. I'm Alicia. Today I'm finally going to make the video on how to make the Lacey Beret on the Addi. It's pretty simple. The things we'll need today is a 5mm crochet hook, pair of scissors, and 2 different color yarns. I'm using Caron Simply Soft and Sage and in Bone. I'm assuming you already know how to cast on. I used a different color, doesn't matter what type of yarn. I did a full cast on. I did about 6 rows back and forth. Alright, let's load up your machine. If you need to learn how to do a flat panel, I did a video. I'll link it down in the description box below, or I'll put a little link somewhere on the side of the screen. Alright, we are going to knit 26 flat panel rows. The first row I always go nice and slow to make sure every hook catches. When you get to the end, pull taut and go back. I found this pattern out by accident. I was trying to make a top and somehow it turned out into being a hat. So if you ever end up making something crazy on your Addi, don't throw it away. Try to make something different with it. Okay, I will meet you when you get to the very end and have 26 rows. Okay, once you get to the end of your 26 rows, don't cut your yarn. We are going to leave it attached so we can crochet this later. I just stick mine through the center. And we are going to attach waste yarn, cast off with waste yarn. Remember, I always do this flow. Don't want all that hard work to get all messed up. Do a couple rows of these, then cut your yarn and remove it from the machine. Okay, here's what we have so far. The cast off, cast on edge. We're using a 5mm crochet hook. And you'll know the cast off edge because it's still connected to the skinny yarn. Alright, we are going to start at the very first loop on this side. Make sure you get the correct loop. We're going to slip stitch in there, chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into the same loop. Alright, and now we're going to skip the next loop that you see, which is right here, and go to the next one and single crochet inside that one. Skip a loop, single crochet in the next. Skip a loop, single crochet in the next. We are going to skip a loop and single crochet into the next loop all the way across. I'll keep doing that until you make it to the very edge. You should have 1 single crochet to fit into the edge. Okay, if you did it correctly, your very last stitch should be a single crochet. Place it in the last loop. Okay, now we're going to turn our work on its side, working down the short side. And here we're going to place a single crochet in every loop. If you look closely, you can see loops and knots. I'll try to insert a picture. But here it is close. I'll flip it on the other side. Take out my needle. See if I can zoom in. Okay. Here is a loop. This is a little knot. Here is a loop that we're going to work into. The knot we aren't. Here is another loop. You'll be able to see it in the picture that I'm going to insert a little bit better. Okay. Let's go back. We're turning our work on our side. Let's find each one of those loops. Here's one. Put a single crochet into it. Loop. Single crochet. We're going to single crochet in every single loop until you get to the other end of your short side. Okay, once you finish single crocheting down the side, we're going to go to the cast on edge. On this side, we are going to single crochet together every single loop all the way across. Remember, make sure you get that very first loop. We're going to single crochet together. There we go. Even I'm stuck myself. Drop a loop. Single crochet 2 loops together. Pull through. Single crochet 2 loops together. There you go. We are going to continue single crocheting these loops together all the way across. Like I said earlier in this video, this hat was completely accidental. I had planned on making this real cute beachy halter top and needed something like real easy to make, like a mesh for the bottom. And no matter how many times I did mesh bottom, it just crinkled up too much. And I thought, oh, you know what? I bet if I do this in a circle, this will make a pretty nice looking hat. And after a couple go rounds, it came out pretty nice. And I'm glad I can share it with all you guys. Alright, finish single crocheting these all the way together, all the way across, and I'll meet you at the other end. Okay, once you make it to the end, we are going to slip stitch to join to the very first one. Okay, I'm going to pull my loop long. See, at this time, I like to remove all of my waste yarn. This might take me a second. I'm not going to make you watch me remove my waste yarn on film. So I'm going to take all my waste yarn off and get back to you. Okay, here's the fun part. You see how we skipped every other loop and it's starting to get pulled stitches, drop stitches? We're going to continue to make them drop. But make sure over in this corner where we slip stitch to join, you have a nice loop so you don't lose that work. Alright, let's pull all this apart. Feels strange at first if you've never done this before. Like you might lose your work and everything's going to be ruined. But everything's secure if you did your single crochets correctly. See how they're just dropping? Pop, pop, pop. Pull them all, takes a second. Alright, also when you're releasing these stitches, this very bottom row, if you don't, let's see if I can get the camera good, if you don't drop all the stitches, you'll have these little loopy things. You have to work all of those out. Work these out. Work them out. all those little loops. Got some waste yarn. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like when I have them all popped. Okay, everything will be all nicely stretched out. It's not exactly hat yet, but you can see the lace pattern. Here's what it looks like so far. We are going to reduce the circumference of the hat to make it fit your head. Let me get it all straightened out for you, sorry. Remember that big loop we had? We're going to go back to there. We are going to chain 1 and single crochet into the same spot. Okay. Now we're going to single crochet into the next space. Now single crochet together the next 2 spaces. Single crochet together. Okay. We are going to single crochet in the next 2 spaces. 1, 2. Now single crochet together the next 2. Okay. Single crochet in the next 2 spaces. 1, 2. And single crochet together the next 2. We're going to do this all the way around the hat. So 2 single crochets followed by single crochet together all the way around. I'll meet you at the other side. Oh yeah, I wanted to add a quick tip. This hat isn't an exact science. You don't need to know stitches perfectly or anything like that. Let's say you notice your hat's starting to get too small. You want it for an adult, not a child or something like that. Stop single crocheting together. Stop reducing the size of your hat. If you see if this side's perfect, you know what? Just do regular single crochets all the way to the other side. I just noticed my hat would be too small if I single crocheted these together. So you know what I'm going to do? Like I said, just put the remainder regular single crochets. Just stop reducing the hat. Like I said, these aren't an exact science like any other patterns that you'll see. So there is definitely room for errors. Perfect for beginners. Once you make it to the other side, we are going to slip stitch. Oop, is there another one? Yep. Slip stitch to join. I had another single crochet. And you can fasten off. Alright, for the adjustable strap, I guess you'll call it, for the hat, like I said, I'm using the bone color. I chain about 125 with my 5mm crochet hook. I'm not going to bore you with 125 chains. So I'll meet you back at the end of this. Oh, but before I do, I'm not going to show you how to make the crochet flower for this hat because I already made a video. I'm going to put a link in the description box below, and I'm also going to put a link somewhere around here in the picture so you can go to the flower and make that. I feel like it might be redundant to put another video of the same thing up again. Alright, I will meet you at the very end of 125 chains. Okay, you can call me cheater, pumpkin eater. I already completed this one, so I'm going to show you how to attach the chain to the hat. I started in the very rear, and I attached the chain to one of these little yarn needles. I forget the exact name. Daring, a needle. And weaved it in and out through the bottom of the single crochets. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to attach the flower that you made from the other video. I go to the back of the flower. And just attach it like that. And this is around halfway through threading the hat with the adjustable chain. And I'll show you how to go through the rest of the hat. In, out, nothing complicated. The single crochets that we made previously. Did that. Bam. And here is your Lacey Beret. See if I can move the camera out some more. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll check you next time. And please don't forget to hit the like button if you like this, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys would like to see anything else or learn how to make anything new, send me a message or comment below. Alright, talk to you guys later. See you on the next video. Bye.